Aloha and welcome back to Balcony Views with BJ. As you can see, this is not my typical balcony. This is a balcony at the Aston Waikiki Circle Hotel in gorgeous Waikiki, Honolulu, Oahu, Hawaii. We actually are staying here a couple of days before we get on a cruise, our Trans-Pacific cruise going from Honolulu to Australia, Brisbane, Australia. But I thought I would take this time, since it's such a gorgeous view here on the beach, to make another video for you guys. 5 things that first-time cruisers wish they knew before they went on a cruise. Thought about it a bunch. I've heard a whole bunch. I've seen a lot of questions and stuff, and probably one of the questions I see the most is, how do you reprice a cruise? Or can you reprice a cruise? And the answer to that is absolutely you can. I'm going to do a video specifically on all of that at some point, but right now I just want to touch on it. Yes, you can reprice your cruise. If you bought your cruise and you have not reached your final payment date yet, okay, now that's important. Once you reach your final payment date, you can't reprice it. A lot of the times, most of the times, you can get onboard credit for the difference, but repricing it is pretty much out of the question. But up until that final payment date, which is normally 90 days before, you can reprice your cruise. In addition, if you're on your cruise planner, whatever cruise line it is, now, as always, all of this is geared toward Royal Caribbean for me, because that's the ship, that's the cruise line I use the most. However, it may be the same on others. I can't promise it. But I know on Royal, if you go on their cruise planner and you see a price that you really like, maybe you want that ultimate drinking package. Not one for me, but a lot of people do. And you see a price that you haven't seen before. Maybe it's below 60 bucks a person. I'd grab it. It might be cheaper at some point in time. A lot of people like to wait for the Black Friday sales or something like that. And they normally are pretty good, but don't wait. I did that once, and it was the only time I did it, the last time, because it was for the key. It was a really good price. But I thought, well, Black Friday's coming. They're bound to have a better one. It actually went up. Never saw that price again for that cruise. So I ended up having to go with the Black Friday price, and it was okay, but I could have done so much better if I'd have just gone ahead and booked it then. But see, here's the trick. If you go ahead and book it, you can cancel that at any time before your cruise, up to I think like 2 or 3 days. So if you find a better price, you can cancel the old booking and book with the new price. So absolutely, yes, you can reprice your cruise and your special things on that cruise. Your itinerary or your excursions, your drink packages, your dining packages, all of that, okay? So another thing, the next thing that I'm going to say, first-time cruisers, I know when I was a first-time cruiser, that I wish I'd have known, is when you go to the dining room to eat dinner, you're not limited to just one item on the 3 different sections. You look at that menu and you've got appetizers, you've got entrees, and you've got desserts. And especially those of us from America, you're used to, well, you get one of each. That's not the way it is on a cruise. It's not any extra. If you see 2 appetizers, you really want that shrimp cocktail and the escargot, or maybe you just want to try escargot, get them both. It's included. If it's lobster night, but you really want that prime rib or that steak, get them both. You see a really good dessert, but man, that one looks good too, and oh man, so does that one, get all 3. It's okay, it's included. If you don't need it, yes, it's a little wasteful, but hey, you're on a cruise, you paid for it. That's a part of the cruise price. That's the main dining room. Now, you can do some of that in the specialty. I don't think you can do it on entrees in the specialty restaurants, but appetizers and desserts, I do believe you can do that there as well. Along with the main dining room theme, we'll go to the third one that most people wish they knew first time they went on a cruise. On sea days, for lunch, the main dining room is open. And not only is it open, it's really good food. You know, a lot of people, they think about the Windjammer or the buffet, and don't get me wrong, buffets are great. I'm not really partial to them, but they are really good for a lot of people, and they're spectacular for what you need, okay? Especially if you've got kids. But on sea days, main dining room is open, and it is really, really good. Now, the fourth thing that a lot of people wish they knew before they went on a cruise is Facebook groups. There are Facebook groups for all kinds of cruises, okay? Not just cruising in general, but if you're a Royal Caribbean fan, if you're a Carnival fan, if you're a Norwegian fan, or whatever cruise line fits your bill, then I'm guarantee you, there's a Facebook page for you. On top of that, most of the ships have Facebook groups. And even better still, you can probably find a Facebook group specifically for your cruise. Absolutely. A lot of information there, and it is just interesting to get to know the people. This particular cruise, now it's a long one, it's an 18-night. We've actually made friends with a lot of people from Australia that are coming here and sailing back home, and it's been really enjoyable. And we did it through our Facebook group for the cruise. So that is a really good way to connect with some people that are going to be on your cruise, and you can have a good time with them. Now, the last thing about that most people really, really wish they knew for their first time cruiser. You can bring your own wine on board. Now again, not sure about the other cruise lines, but Royal Caribbean allows you to bring 2 750 milliliter bottles of wine with you. Now you need to take it in your carry-on or with you as you go through. You cannot check it in your bag. If you check it in your bag, you're gonna have to go to the naughty room, okay? And the naughty room is where they keep your luggage, and you have to go down and say, oh yeah, that was mine and whatever. It's also if you take irons and any other banned substance, banned things, they keep your luggage and you gotta go get it. So you need to take it with you on through the check-in, okay? But you can take 2 bottles of wine. You can also take soda or water. I'm not positive on the numbers. I believe it's 12, it might be 24. Okay, you have to look it up, and it also varies depending on your cruise line. But you can take up to at least 12 cans of soda, bottles of soda, or bottles of water with you onto the ship. Again, you have to take it with you through the check-in. Okay, but it's a great thing to do. Okay, saves you some money if you're trying to go a little less expensive. Okay, so there you go. Here's one bonus. We'll throw a bonus in there for you. A bonus thing that first-time cruisers probably wish they knew. There's a site called My Vegas, and if you play the casino games on the My Vegas and you earn points, you can actually earn real money, onboard credit for your cruise, or at least for Royal Caribbean. I think I've seen MSC on there as well. Okay, so you can earn points and be able to purchase real things on your ship. There's actually even cruises you can buy with your points if you get enough. So there you go. There's 5 things that every first-time cruiser, I'm sure, wishes they knew before they got on a cruise. Maybe if this is your first time cruising, it'll help you. But either way, I'm BJ, and these are my gorgeous Hawaiian balcony views. I hope you enjoy your next cruise.